Here's reason number 356 why I love living in Chattanooga. It's just so weird and strange and good. This house is a flying saucer. Just, it hits all of my little weird gushy parts. I love it. I'm obsessed. Good morning, friends. Do you know what today is? Today is Sunday, and it is the first time that we have been out to go and hike, like big hike on our own in 2 months. Well, since we moved to Chattanooga, I'm so excited because we're now on day 3 of getting back into our routine, waking up in the morning, beating the sun. It feels so good. The sun has welcomed me back. Hello, old friend. He understood. He's like, you were gone for a minute. I was like, I know, my bad. I was visiting your sister, but I don't think that it's going to work out between us. Is it okay? And he welcomed me back with open arms. Me and the sun are back on good terms. But I don't want to get too excited. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I feel like I want to be exclusive with the sun. I know I'm rushing. I know I'm rushing that we broke up for a little bit and, we went our separate ways and did his thing and I did my thing. But I think that I really needed to take that time away to kind of, I don't want to say play the field or see what else is out there, but just, I don't know, be sure, be sure. Because I've been meeting a lot of night people lately who are like, there's no way I could wake up in the morning. And I swear by the sun. I swear by the sun. But, we have such a world of choice. I mean, it's human for the other option to creep into your brain. But I think after this stint, I think he's the one. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think he's the one. So we're going to go and give a little bit more attention to the sun. And we're going to hike. What are your guys' thoughts on hiking alone and solo traveling? If you haven't figured it out by now, your girl is an introvert. I apologize to anyone who thinks that I'm really cool and then they meet me in person and they're like, this chick is fucking weird. I'm so sorry. But I am an introvert, very much so. And one of my favorite things to do in the whole entire world is to find places that belong to only me. So to go somewhere extraordinarily beautiful and I'm the only one there. Does this belong to me right now? And for that brief moment in time, it could be 5, 10 minutes, it could be 30 seconds before another person enters the space. But for that very brief moment, the world was mine. It belonged to only me. So I chased those moments. I'm excited to get back to that. So let's go. Onward. Can you hear the water? It's down there. That's where we're going. Down there. Look at this. The girls love a good scramble. I feel like I'm in Middle Earth. Here's what I love about hiking. This is very similar to skating. There's no way for you to be in a bad mood while hiking. I've never run into anybody on a trail and they're like, "Mah." You have to be in a good mood to come hiking, or you have to be in the mindset that, hey, I need to get in a good mood to come hiking. And I love how helpful people are. So look at this. Someone tied a rope here so that you could know you're, one, going the right way, and two, you could hold on to it and make your way down. It's just like little, I see it a lot out in the forest, is like little nuggets of human kindness where they didn't have to, but they wanted to make the path easier for whoever came behind them. I've seen a little chair at the top of a hill. I don't know, it's the little nuggets of human kindness that do it for me when it comes to being out in nature. And that's what I'd like to do. As humans, we never really like want to think about when we pass away or die or anything like that. But I think when I die, I would like to have like a bench in my honor in like some random hiking trail that's kind of difficult. It'll just be a beautiful random bench. Weary travelers will come upon it and they will be so grateful and say, oh my goodness, someone put a bench here, let me take a rest. There's not a lot of things that I love about the South, but nature is one of them. I love the desert too. Eventually I'll probably go back to the desert, probably go back to California. I'm still very much a California girl at heart, and sometimes like the politics of the South confuse me very much, but I'm in love with the landscape and scenery right now. I need green in my life for my mental health, my physical health. I didn't realize how much of an impact having green in your life could have until I moved here. So onward, we're gonna get to this waterfall. Look at these shroomy boys. Right now, this place in the world, in this time and space, it belongs to me. It won't belong to me for always, but for right now, in this space and time, it's mine. And all of the little creatures who are letting me occupy space with them. This little baby snail allowing me to share this space. I love immersing myself in frigid water. We'll definitely be back and we'll bring our bathing suit next time. This is really making me miss Spartan races. Your girl might have to do a race soon. You might have to make a Spartan happen. And the world enters back. It's not mine anymore, but for a brief time it was. That's the sweetness, is that for a brief time, it was. So I realized this was like the first time in like a week and a half since I've journaled. And I usually feel like if I don't journal, I'm running from something, but I think it's less that, and it's more so a pretty solid indicator when my systems are crashing. Like it's like full system failure. Instead of thinking that I'm not journaling because I'm running from something, I think what I should do is I should start to look at it as me not journaling is actually a sign of a full system shutdown. You know how your car has a check engine light come on? It's like a check engine light for your life. Like, we've stopped journaling. And I think that has created a little fear bubble in the back of my head to where when I do stop journaling and I know it, then my mind is like, oh, you're running from something, you don't want to avoid it, or you don't want to address it, you don't want to process it. And it makes me even more anxious about it. It's like now I'm untrue, now I'm false. But I think in actuality, this is a sign of full system shutdown. We got to take it into the mechanic, and sitting down away from everything in my own space, speaking with Mother Nature, whispering sweet nothings to each other. It puts me back in a space where I can see, and now I can actually getting my stuff out of my head and onto paper. When I don't get it out of my head, it just keeps repeating. And it's like my brain is trying to find solutions for it, but it's coming out as anxiety. I keep thinking about it, but that's because I haven't put it on paper and put any plans or actions to this thing, or even just got it out. Sometimes you just have to run through scenarios a couple times, or else you'll keep trying to repeat them over and over. My journal is like a purge of that. I feel so much better. I felt immense gratitude, like filling my chest. This entire time I've been so focused on, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done. But then it was just like, almost as if I was like moving with like this speed of, I gotta do this so my life can start. I gotta do this so my life can start. And it's like, girl, you're living right now. Like this is the thing. This is the thing. You're living right now. This is your life. And it's like, my life is sweet. I've worked very, very hard, and I'm now 30, and I have created a sweet life. I didn't always have a sweet life, and I've created a sweet life. Like, I think that's why I like filming content and filming roller skate videos, because I want to help people fall in love with like the sweetness of their life, because it could be dark. It could be real dark, and you could think that that's it. You could think that that's life, and that's what life is, and it's like, oh, there's so much. My life today is completely different than it was 5 years ago, and I'm so happy for it. And I'm glad that I carved out this time to do that. So I'm going to be kinder to myself in the sense that I'm not going to be approaching not journaling as a punishment, like you're running from something, you're not handling your business. It's like, oh no, this is a sign that this is your check engine light. That should key you into, ooh, okay. We got to slow up a bit. We're a little tired. The phrase are spent. You ever do something and it feels good that you're doing it for yourself and you're the one who's pushing yourself? It's just flow. Like you're passionate about this thing. It like nobody had to make you or force you to do anything. You're just like, this is my jam. That feeling when you're like moving with flow and with purpose, it's so powerful, because you know when that happens, you also know when you're not doing it. You also know when you're not operating at full range. You know what it feels like. I want to be nicer to myself so that I can remain true, not move out of ego or need or anything like that. I think I'm gonna cut this hike off here. I got a good, long, tough stretch that I really want to just put 100% of my brain power on. But what I would love is for you to drop in the comment one thing that you're grateful for. One thing, even if you're like, my life sucks. Try and think of one thing that you are grateful for. It doesn't matter how small it is. Somebody let you go first at the grocery store. Something so incredibly tiny. A good customer service interaction you had that made you go, wow, that person really made me feel special. Or a beautiful sight that you saw. Anything. Drop one thing in the comment section. And see you in the next one.